The Treksperts Quiz would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which this show is created. We pay our respects to elders past and present and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people today.
You're listening to BQN. Assimilate the audio.
Hello there, Treksperts. Davey Willett here, your beloved Treksperts Quiz host. I've taken a little break this week, but as an extra special gift, I am re-releasing a classic episode of the quiz here on YouTube. The episode you're about to view was previously only released in audio form before I started the YouTube channel. It features the fabulous Todd A. Davis from the Computer Resume podcast going up against the gorgeous Matt Jennings from 1701, A Blurred Story. Please enjoy this Treksperts classic episode. Welcome back, dear listeners, to yet another round of the Treksperts Quiz here on the BQN. So exciting to be saying that for the first time. This is the Star Trek-inspired trivia podcast where each week we put two self-proclaimed Star Trek experts head-to-head in a battle for nerd supremacy to bring glory to themselves and their houses. I am your host, Davey Willett, and I go by the pronouns of he and him, coming to you from the land of the Wurundjeri people, and it is my pleasure to have you joining me on this transwarp journey of de-evolution and knowledge. Joining me today on this historic Chateau Picard wine tour, it's a third-time Treksperts quizzer, once a contestant and second time today as scorekeeper, from almost every podcast on the BQN, it is Miss Amy Nelson with the she/her pronouns. Welcome back to the quiz, Amy.
Well, thank you so much. And how wonderful it is that it's the first time on BQN and you have me here. So thank you. This is such an honor.
No, and it's been my pleasure to be on the BQN. I mean, I may have been secretly hoping for an invite when I started up the show and started having you on, and it worked because here we are.
Here we are.
So you've had a chance to see the show evolve since it started, and you've seen how the questions can really go from being kind of easy to ridiculously hard. How the hell is anyone going to know this? So, given that, how do you think today's Treksperts are going to go? Because I think I've created probably one of my most challenging quizzes yet.
Well, it's so different when you read the questions and you're like, well, of course, yeah, that's not hard. But then when you're on the other side, which I have been, everything goes blank and you're like, well, yeah, I know I should know it, but what is it? So yes, these questions, absolutely, you should know them, but will you? That's the test.
Well, I think that is the perfect time to open up the hailing frequencies to our guests. So our first guest today is a writer and comedian who was raised on TNG, but controversially has yet to finish DS9. He is currently taking his listeners on a journey through the entire Trek universe in chronological order. From the Computer Resume podcast, it is Mr. Todd A. Davis with the he/him pronouns. Todd, welcome to the Treksperts Quiz.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You're like, oh yeah, I'm going to tell you, a writer, comedian, that's about it. And I was just like, oh, okay, that's great. Hey, he hasn't finished Deep Space Nine, everybody. I'm like, okay, all right, sorry. Okay. I'm super excited to be here. Thank you so much right here at the top for having me on. I look forward to losing this game.
I mean, it is a controversial thing. Like, it just seems that there is... DS9 being the black sheep it was when it kind of came out is just so loved now, I guess, in the age of streaming.
Yeah, well, I mean, with the new comic series, which prominently features Cisco, I won't spoil that for everybody, but it's really good. I can see I can see our next contestant is a big fan of it already.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, and the thing is like the reason I have for not finishing it isn't even good. It was when it was on Netflix and I got to a point and I stopped and I don't know why I didn't finish it and here we are years later I still haven't finished it. So come
Well,
at me, internet. Just bring it.
well, Todd, you were actually in pretty good company as far as I'm concerned because I had not finished Deep Space Nine when I started podcasting. But when you're become
Okay.
a podcaster, yeah, you're going to be held to the ropes and you will finish Deep Space Nine. That is my prediction.
Yeah, I'm hoping that fans will appreciate that I'm working my way through the entire franchise in chronological order, which means I started with Enterprise. And a lot of people out there still don't. I mean, people are coming around on it, but there's a lot of people who are still kind of like, "Oh, Enterprise." Like, yes, and it's good. I really like it.
Well, you'll get there eventually. I mean, you're only just sort of
Yes,
starting early seasons of Discovery on your show now. Deep
exactly.
Space
It's a
Nine will
long
be with us in a few years.
yeah, it's a long road getting from there to here. Oh,
I bet you've made that joke a few times.
quite a few. I've got that one in the pocket ready to go.
Awesome. Well, it is so exciting to have you on the show, Todd. And I am very excited as well to introduce your competitor. Our second contestant today is a writer, actor, director, and just all round super fan. He has finished Deep Space Nine because he lists it as his favorite show. You may have seen some of his incredible content on YouTube and Instagram. Creator of 1701, A Blurred Story. It is rolling with the he, him pronouns. It is Matt Jennings. Matt, welcome to the
Hi.
quiz.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm happy to be here. I've just, I think it's so cool in social media now to see the Star Trek fandom world kind of explode. And being a teenager and being a kid, I wanted to be a part of it. And I was like, how do I be a part of it? And now I'm doing things like Treksperts. So I'm really happy to be here. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It is a pleasure. And I was actually saying to Todd just before the show that what's really exciting about having you both on is that you both individually were the first people who I didn't already know before I started doing this show who proactively reached out to me on social media and said, "Hey, this sounds like a great idea. I want to be on this show."
Yeah.
Well, I was just going to say it's kind of funny because that's how I got in touch with Matt. Matt
Yes.
reached out to me randomly, and I was just like, "Wait a minute, who is this kid? What is he doing?" And I looked up the stuff, and I was just like, "Oh yeah, we're best friends. Let's go ahead. Let's make this happen." So yeah, I think both of us are of the mind of like, I'm not going to wait for permission. I'm not going to wait to to get a green light. I'm just going to go. I'm gonna boldly go. And
Yeah, nice.
yeah, and
Yes.
this is it. The community is so welcoming, and yeah, it's best to just dive in, just dive
Yeah.
right in, and and be met with other great people who like trivia, who make films, who just do all kinds of really cool stuff, and I've loved it, and I'm sure Matt has a similar story.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so making films, so you've got an amazing piece of content on YouTube, 1701 A Blurred Story. Tell us a little bit about
Thank you.
that.
So 1701 A Blurred Story, it started off as a solo show that I did at this theater in Cal State Long Beach, at this theater in Long Beach, California. It's the Long Beach Playhouse. And I just wrote a solo show about my life and about how I would look at things through a Star Trek lens. And it would just be these different moments of just identifying moments in my life. And I would look at it through a Star Trek lens. And that's kind of how the solo show developed. And then my boyfriend, a few years down the road, my boyfriend at the time had said to me, "Hey, have you ever thought about turning this into a series, like a web series?" And I said, "I have no idea how I would do that. I don't even know." And then I went to New York in 2019 for a month to try out pursuing theater in New York. I didn't get any auditions, but I came back to California a month later with the pilot written. And the pilot is just an expansion of that solo show a few years ago. When the show got into the New York Fringe Festival, the solo show did. And so someone who was creating the festival, he was doing some press on like New York One or something, and he had said, where else in this festival are you going to see a show about a gay black nerd professing his love of Star Trek? And I just thought, that's it. That's the
that's my niche.
And so I made the web series from there, and I use a lot of Star Trek references, aliens to mirror things that are happening to me in the show. There's a moment in episode 2 where I go on a date and I picture seeing this guy for the first time as being someone from Planet Risa. There's another episode coming up where I see everyone and they all kind of look the same, and there's a deeper theme to it, but I see the Borg. And so it's just finding those ways to tie in those details, and thinking, if I were in Star Trek right now, what would I be looking at? And I'll say this one last thing. I think about Matt going to his first ball, his first drag show, and to me that's a lot like drag queens or Klingons. You have drag queens and different balls, and you're from the House of LaBeija, and to me that's like Worf, the House of Moog, and you have that. There's a showmanship in Klingon culture. There's a showmanness in drag culture, and so I just see those parallels, and that's the flavor of the show. That's the idea of the show. I don't know if that makes any sense, but
it totally does. Yeah,
absolutely.
And it's ridiculously charming, which is what I love about it. Like, it's and I don't even think you necessarily need to be a diehard Star Trek fan to enjoy it either.
No.
Because I didn't really, when you first engaged with me, I didn't realize that you were creating this content, and then I saw snippets of it through your social media posts, and I'm like, what? Wow, this is great! And every time I see some of it, I'm grinning ear to ear from the end. So congratulations! It's such a fabulous piece of work.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Most welcome. So today's quiz. I wonder if either of you have even any idea what your topic might be.
Bring it!
I suppose Star Trek is going to be in there somewhere.
It is. But as you know, we always focus on a particular area each episode. So today we are doing our first ever focused quiz on 2 of our heroes in the center seat.
Ooh.
Welcome to the Captain's Log quiz. Today I have chosen 2 captains from your pre-show questionnaires that I know both of you resonate with on some level.
Okay.
Some a little more than others.
Right.
So back in the day, we always used to argue over Kirk and Picard. However, I think that debate is now changing to be a little bit more of a battle between Picard and Pike. So those are the 2 captains that we are going to focus on today in the Captain's Log quiz.
Okay.
Oh boy. Okay, question.
Yes.
All right. Which Pike are we talking about?
Oh, that's a really great question.
That is a really good question. Look, we've got a bit of a mixture of all the Pikes.
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question. Prime timeline, or are we including the Kelvin?
You'll just have to wait and see, my friend.
Okay. All right.
You're like, all right, I just need to know what I'm in for. I need to set my brain. I need to be ready for this.
I'm so excited. I'm sorry.
It's all right. No one's really asked me any questions before. Although a friend of mine the other day said, you've got to do an episode soon where someone quizzes you. And I'm like, oh, that could be messy.
Oh, yeah. Listen, You need to have everyone who has lost this game write you questions and let this be the little here's what here's
The
because
jab,
I lost at your quiz.
Oh yeah, I think Amy. I reckon if we got Christos to do that, he would probably love the chance.
He absolutely would.
All right. I reckon it's time that we should dive into round 1, which is the Picard round.
Okay.
Question 1 for a single point. In what part of France did Picard grow up?
Matt,
Go on.
France, Le Bar, France.
Yes, his family owned vineyards in Le Bar and produced their own wine, the beautiful Chateau Picard. I don't know if that was meant to be a French accent or not. My boss is French. She'd probably hate that. Okay. Well done. Question 2 for 1 point again. What did Picard enjoy building as a hobby as a child?
Oh,
Todd,
Yes?
telescopes.
No. Matt, do you know it?
I think I do. Is it? Oh God, doesn't he talk about this with Miles O'Brien? Was it
You're on the right path.
muffins and cakes? That's
That's not your
swear-
answer?
That's
No,
not
it
it.
wasn't.
He did not
It's
build
not
muffins and cakes. That's incorrect.
It's not muffins and cakes. No, I say muffins and cakes in place of swear words sometimes. I still swear,
Right.
but I'll say muffins is my thing.
Fair. Whatever.
Oh gosh, was it engines? Was it space engines? Was it muffins?
Incorrect.
No. Now, I know, because you were on the right path with the fact that he spoke about it
I
with Miles
remember the
O'Brien.
conversation.
Ships in bottles.
Oh,
You don't remember that?
Okay.
Didn't anyone build ships in bottles as boys?
why don't I remember that?
Now I've learned this from listening to past episodes.
Yeah.
May I please have the point?
For?
For me.
Just.
That's not a thing that happens on this show. Okay, all right. I appreciate your time and consideration in this matter. Thank you.
I love the commitment, though. The commitment and the sincerity. I loved it.
I was like, did I miss something? Too funny. All right. Third question, again for a single point. Who was the special mentor that Picard had at the Academy?
Oh, man.
Todd.
Hang on. Amy,
Okay, I'm sorry. I did hear Matt first.
So did
So
I.
I'm pulling the Matt, please answer.
Okay. Boothby.
It was indeed Mr. Boothby. For the fourth question, now there is going to be the potential for 2 points here. First point, Picard won which Academy athletic event?
Todd.
Oh.
Go, Todd.
Was it the decathlon?
No.
No? Oh, man. I guess muffins. Matt. Oh God, I know the name of the planet. Muffins and cakes.
Love that.
Was it the triathlon and Galore 2? Muffins.
No, he won the Starfleet Academy Marathon. Now, I wonder. Now, there for a point, Does anyone know in which episode we learn about him winning the Starfleet Academy Marathon?
Matt.
Todd.
Matt.
Matt, yep.
Okay. Wait, because this is very
Picture this.
tricky. Okay, I know it is Best of Both Worlds.
It's correct.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you got the point. That was
Okay.
you don't need to
Part
say
two,
anything
guys.
else.
That's what I was gonna say.
Part one or part two?
Part two.
Come on.
Oh, that's good. Oh, look, I wasn't looking for that level of granularity, but you are correct. After Picard was captured by the Borg, Admiral J.P. Hansen commented that
Yes.
Picard passed 4 upperclassmen on the final hill of a 40-kilometer run, becoming the first freshman to win the Academy Marathon.
Yes.
Well done. Well done.
You
Now,
guys just had him way too much. What did you say? A triathlon and a decathlon?
Decathlon.
Decathlon? My gosh. Just a plain
He was
old marathon.
bench
Gosh
pressing,
darn.
He was bench pressing shuttlecrafts, wasn't he?
I mean,
Now,
he's 90 years old now. He very well could have. I wouldn't be surprised if he's 90.
It's the game where you see how many knives you can take to the heart, which he still holds the record as far as I know.
That's true.
Hashtag too soon.
Fair enough.
Wait,
Probably could do it for you, Andrew. All right, for the next question, again for a single point, we know Picard learned to play the flute in the episode Inner Light, but what other instrument did he learn to play as a child?
Oh, that's a great question. Todd?
Go, Todd.
The piano?
Hey!
Oh!
Don't you love when a
got
guess
one.
pays off? Correct. So, in order to prepare to host a peace ceremony between 2 species in The Perfect Mate, Picard needed to be able to play a chime-like percussion instrument. He said that it reminded him of practicing piano as a child to prepare for some dreaded recital. When asked if he still played, Picard responded, "No, I regret that I gave it up. It used to please my mother. I did not like to perform in front of an audience." Which I think is a bit rich, really.
Did we see him play at all in season 2 of Picard? Did they reference that at all in season 2 of Picard? I'm just thinking out loud right now. I wonder if
Not that I recall, because that would have been a nice. That would have been
a nice nod.
Yeah. That question came from his section in the Star Trek Encyclopedia, which I very excitedly bought off eBay recently. And it surprised me because I didn't remember the reference.
Yeah.
Well, we see him playing the piano in Lessons with Nella Darren, don't we? Or is he only playing the flute?
Are you talking about? She's got that cool, really flat piano. It's like rolls out.
Yeah, and I thought that he played it too.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that too. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, next question. Question 6, 1 point. Picard was attacked by 3 Nausicaans and needed to have his heart replaced whilst being stationed where?
Todd.
Yeah,
They
Todd?
just graduated from Starfleet in San Francisco.
Incorrect.
Oh, come on. Get in the comments, people.
I know they're on a muffins. No, I know that I know they graduated from the academy, but I know that they're on an outpost. That's all that I know. I don't remember the name of the outpost.
It was Starbase Earhart.
Oh, right.
Oh dear. Amy, I'm just going to quickly quickly for a second. You've put the last point for piano under Matt. It was meant to be under Todd.
Oh, so sorry.
We talked about this, Amy.
Oh my God, we did.
Trustworthy, I think, was the word that got thrown around, Amy.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Trustworthy? Okay. All right.
Next question. Question 7 of 9 is always worth a few points. This question 7 of 9 is worth 5 points.
Oofta. Okay.
Can you name Picard's mother, father, brother, sister-in-law, and nephew?
Oofta.
Todd.
Oh.
Go, Todd.
The brother is Robert.
Yes.
The nephew is. Oh.
I know you know this one.
Ah.
I know you know this one. I'm being supportive. I know I'm supposed to compete, but I'm being supportive. I know you know this.
Okay,
this.
so the mom and dad are Mr. and Mrs. Picard.
Creative.
Not to be confused with Robert's wife, Mrs. Picard. And the nephew.
Oh, God, you know this.
Yeah.
I want to say start with a. He's so gentle.
I know. You're going through the dialogue. You're going through the scene.
I'm going to have to give you one of these.
Unable to comply.
You get a point for Robert. You get 1 point for Robert. But I will throw over to Matt. Matt, do you know the others? So we've gotten the name of his brother. We're also looking for the name of mother, father, sister-in-law, and nephew.
I don't remember the name of the father, and I don't remember the name of the sister-in-law. I don't know why I want to say the mother's name is Marguerite, but I don't think it's Marguerite. I know the name of the nephew, and it's Renee.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes. So you don't know any of the others?
I don't.
That was good. So it was Yvette Jassard was his mother.
Yvette.
His father was Maurice.
Oh. Crazy
And
old Maurice.
Sister, crazy old Maurice.
Crazy old Maurice. Sorry. Different universe.
But great, though. Great reference. And his sister-in-law was named Marie.
Oh.
Okay, I knew there were a few that started with M.
With M's.
But yeah, just couldn't get it out there. Dadgummit.
So something I didn't know until... Something I did not know until I researched this question. Renee, the actor who played him in the episode Family, David Tristan Birkin, would later play young Picard in the episode Rascals. I did not know that was the same actor.
Same actor.
Yeah,
and then they switched. It's a different actor in Generations that plays Renee.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
He's kind of remembering the younger version of him, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're nearing last 2 questions on Picard. For 1 point, question 8. The Picard maneuver was first used during which battle?
Matt.
Oh, Amy, that was close.
That really was, and it's going to Todd.
Go, Todd.
That if we're talking about the Picard maneuver where he fixes his tunic, I think that's got to be Encounter at Farpoint.
We're not talking about that maneuver.
Get in the comments.
It was first used during which battle? I'll give you another shot.
Okay, all right. The battle at Farpoint.
Incorrect.
Matt?
Is it the Battle of Proxima?
Incorrect.
No, muffins indeed. I love that, by the way. It's adorable. Muffins. It is the Battle of Maxia.
Why did I say? What did I say?
That was my next guess.
I said Proxima.
Praxia or something like
Oh
that.
dear
Yeah.
God.
So close.
So close. There was it ended in an IA.
Yeah.
Final
Dave-
Picard. Yeah, go on.
Davey, may I please have the point? Is that still not?
There'll be encouragement awards handed
No,
out.
that's
at the
fine.
The sincerity. I love the sincerity that Todd has.
It's so good.
I love it so much.
Thank you for your time and consideration.
Final Picard question.
All right.
Worth 2 points. For the first point, Damon Bock resequenced the DNA of a young man to make it seem like he was Picard's son. What was that young man's name?
Oof. Oof.
Uh,
I mean, he was hot. That's all that I remember is that he was cute.
Yeah. And still hot by today's standards, I must
Is
say.
he really? I'm
Yes,
gonna
that's
Google him later on.
Let's have a moment.
Todd. Tom Hardy.
Incorrect.
No? All right.
What was his name? It's the character's name.
Oh. Oh man. Oh, I don't.
Wait, is it Tom Hardy's character?
No.
Because I just remembered that character's name.
Unable to comply.
Yeah, I don't.
Jason Vigo.
Jason Vigo.
Yes. So I'm guessing the bonus point was going to be if you could name Jason's mother.
No.
I'm guessing if we can't remember Jason.
No.
No.
Mrs. Vigo? Is that?
I was waiting for it.
I remember
Okay,
the outfit. I remember that he was wearing spandex. I remember there was a bulge in the spandex. But that's all that I remember. Maybe I'm a visual person. I'm a visual person, and I was just looking at the picture and not at the man.
Listen, Matt, you decided to wear the tank top. I got to say, a couple of your veins are bulging a little bit right now. Talking about,
I need to.
I'm going to
down.
need you to, yeah,
cool down. I had to bring it down.
You're at
down.
a 10. You're at a 10. We need you at a 2.
At a 2. Okay.
Manage that. Thank you.
Okay.
So his mother's name was Miranda Vigo. So Jason and Miranda Vigo, which brings us to the end of the Picard round. Woo!
Nicely done, everybody. Props all around. I don't have points that I can really spare to give all of you, but good job. I'm
Yes.
proud of us as a whole.
I'm doing a Bajoran clap right now. A Bajoran clap.
Amy, how did
Yes.
it go?
Well, after my correction, thank you, Davey, we have Todd with 2 points and Matt with 4 points.
Woo!
Yay!
That deserves a Bajoran clap.
If
for
we
sure.
can even trust Amy. I mean, if that's listen, if you want to put all of your faith in Amy because she's a math teacher or whatever,
Amy might work for Section 31.
Oh.
It might work for
That's
Section
it.
31.
That's it.
We don't know.
Yeah, we've
Davey,
got it. We've gotten to the bottom of it.
blink a couple times if you need our help.
Yes.
Yeah, there's the true story behind me joining the BQN.
You will be assimilated.
All right, so we're going to move away from Picard now, and we're going to go into round 2, which is the Pike round.
Pike.
How well do you know your Pike?
I'm trying to get my hair up as much as I can.
The Pike effect. It's
The Pike's peak. Yeah.
I don't
The
know.
Pike Peak.
Yeah.
I hope
I need
it's
the
okay
Paramount
to
stars.
say.
I need the Paramount stars.
To go around the hair.
Yeah.
Like I've never really been sexually attracted to my captains. And then Anson Mount came on. And
Yeah, and Amy's good at math. All right. Yeah, sure, Matt.
Really, like it was, and then I saw Anson Mount, and it's just the charm and the suaveness, and I'm like, when did it? I have no words.
I agree
Anson Mount
with you. Yeah.
He's very good at. He's phenomenal. He's phenomenal at what he does. He's just a very attractive man, and I've never, but now I am. I'm even wearing my Strange New Worlds. Well, not Strange, it's Disco. They don't really do it in Strange New Worlds now because they do have the different Delta shields. But anyway, Anson Mount is a very pretty.
You know what? I agree. Yeah. He's a good looking dude. To be honest, and maybe this is like the podcaster, like sound editing guy, like that's a killer intro. His intro to Strange New Worlds, I could listen to that every morning to get my day started. Like that's a good intro. Like he's got the voice just down, man.
Good God, man.
Yeah.
All right. I think do we all need a moment? Do we all anyone need a glass of water, a cold shower?
All right, everybody hand check. Can we get a hand check
we're
from
good.
everybody
Yes,
right quick?
hand check.
All right, thank you.
I'm good.
All right.
I'm good. Still dry.
All right. Yep. Let's dive into some questions here.
Oh my God.
Still dry.
Woo!
No promises. No promises.
All
right, this is going to be a long round. Question 1. Okay.
Yes.
1 point. Where was Captain Pike born?
Oh, muffins. Matt.
Yes, Matt.
Mojave.
Verified.
Oh.
That is correct.
That was my next guess.
How long was Pike captain of the Enterprise for?
Ooh.
Todd.
Yeah.
It's like 13 years.
Negative.
Oof. Oh man. Wait, when does Robert April leave, and then when does? Oh man, because if it's okay, wait a minute. Balance of Terror takes place 7 years in the future, right? I am trying to do the math, Amy. I'm trying to do the math.
Yeah, help him out,
I can
Amy.
hear and see the wheels turning, Matt. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man. So that was 7 years. But it couldn't have been for that short time.
Unable to comply.
Yeah,
So he was captain for 10 years, 2 5-year missions. He had 2 5-year missions. He made on the Enterprise for 13 years, though, because he was not always captain. But we'll get to that. Upon completing his tenure aboard the Enterprise, Pike was promoted to what?
Matt?
Ooh.
Todd.
Yeah, Todd.
Admiral? No, Vice Admiral.
Incorrect.
Matt?
Was it Commodore?
Incorrect.
Muffins.
No, he was promoted to fleet captain.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Fleet captain.
Yep.
Question 4 for Pike. What was the name of Pike's childhood pony?
Oh, it was the sweetest name. Oh, Muffins. And this is fairly new in canon, isn't it?
Yeah, it comes from Strange New Worlds. Yeah.
Yes. Oh man.
Todd.
Yep.
I'm going to guess Muffins.
Incorrect.
It
No?
should be
All right.
though, right? It should have.
I thought you had
Totally.
said the name and it was a sweet name, and I was just like, oh, he just forgot to say his name to buzz in. So I was trying to capitalize, and I apologize. All right.
Oh man, and it's got something to do with being a horse. I know that much.
You are actually certainly you are. I love how much you're always on the right track. It's great.
Oh man,
Sir gallops a lot.
it's. I know it's close.
Did you
no.
hear what Todd just said? It's so close.
I know, and I know it's not. Oh man, this is gonna. Oh man,
Take a guess. Take a guess.
oh man, I know I'm gonna mess. It's
I
not
believe in you, Matt. Come on, buddy. You got this.
Sir. Gallopy?
Sir Gallopy.
Incorrect.
What was it? I have to know.
I sort of feel like Todd gets half a point.
I think this could be where we could award him with half a point because the name of his childhood pony was Sir Nasalot.
Nasalot.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Amy, we're on good terms. Brain giving you grief for the rest of the show, but I'm watching you. Okay,
All right.
you know, it's a long road getting from
can't
there
even
to
believe
here
you said
to
sir.
restore that trust. Okay,
Okay.
I listen. That's an issue I have with trust. So we're gonna work through this
You're
together.
working through the trauma.
Thank
You're
you.
working
Thank
through
you.
the trauma.
I need you to be. I need Amy. If you'll be patient with me, we'll get there. We'll get there.
I think Councilor Troy would be very pleased
Yes.
that you're taking these steps. Yes.
Well, Amy is often referred to as Counselor Amy Nelson.
Yes, I am.
On her show. So
Because Troy is my favorite. She's my Star Trek character.
I
So.
see.
Good choice. Good choice.
All right. Question 5. For 1 point, Pike is watching which classic sci-fi film in the pilot episode of Strange New Worlds?
Matt.
Yep.
The Day the Earth Stood Still.
Verified.
Yeah.
Well done. Correct.
Right on the tip of my tongue. Dadgummit.
I love how you know. I love Dadgummit. I know what that's from, and I love it. And I love that you know it. Sorry, that's all I'm saying.
Question 6. What is the name of the captain that Pike is romantically involved with in that same episode?
I don't know. Is it a romance though? She's not into him.
She shows up again later on as well, and
I mean,
it's a friends with benefits.
oh,
kind
it's
of
totally
situation.
friends with benefits, and I feel bad
Yeah.
for Pike because Pike always seems more interested than she is, and she's already like,
Oh, yeah.
"Well, I'm done." Like she's always
Yeah.
ready to leave. I think it's so funny. She's ready to go, and he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
"Hey,
let's
stay."
let's just be honest. She's there to climb Pike's Peak, and then
Huh.
move on.
All right, hands up again,
That's
everyone.
that's what's happening. And
Still
check it.
dry, still dry.
All right. Todd, by the way,
Yes.
Captain Jameson.
Incorrect.
No. It sounds like Matt doesn't know it either.
No,
It's Captain Battelle,
Captain Battelle.
I was very close.
played by Melanie Scrofano, best known for starring in the sci-fi fantasy series Wynonna Earp between 2016 and 2021.
Oh, okay.
I know she's been. Is she a Canadian actress?
I believe so. Yeah, some of her other IMDb credits were
Yeah.
all those sci-fi filmed in Toronto shows.
Yeah, it's all filmed
Yeah.
in. It's all coming out. of
Toronto or
now.
Vancouver. It's one
Yeah.
of the two.
Yeah. All right. Question 7 of 9. We've got 4 points up for grabs. Name the 4 actors who have played Captain Pike.
Todd. Jeffrey Hunter, Bruce Greenwood, Anson Mount.
Oh, him. Oh.
And yeah, you know who you're thinking of.
Oh,
but you know-
Muffins. Yeah. Oh gosh. I don't know his name.
The
You know
the-
what?
oh.
Yeah, the guy. And he-
the guy in the wheelchair at
Yeah.
in the menagerie.
And
It's
he
a
was in
different-
like one more TOS episode as well as a
Yeah.
different character. But I can't remember his name. Mm.
Well, Todd, you definitely were correct with the first three, so you get 3 points. Congratulations.
Yay!
No one knows who played Wheelchair Pike.
I don't, and I feel bad. I feel like I should, out of respect.
Right.
But I don't.
His name was Sean Kenny.
Sean Kenny.
I don't know what other episode he was in though. I didn't realize he was in 2.
He was in another one. But his hair is black.
Okay.
And it was
Buried under prosthetics.
yeah, you wouldn't notice.
He could have
but when
appeared
you're-
as just about anybody.
Very handsome man.
All right. Question 8. We're on the second last Pike question.
Mhm.
Pike was not always captain of the Enterprise. He was originally assigned to the Enterprise as first officer to whom?
Matt.
Come on.
Robert April?
Verified.
Correct.
Ah!
Final question for Pike.
Okay. All right.
Who have we seen receive the Captain Pike Medal of Valor?
Matt.
Yes?
Captain Sisko.
Oh,
Verified.
yes, correct.
I mean, also, but for Todd's sake, I know that Todd has not seen all of DS9, and
I thought about that.
that
yes, as I
happens
asked
later. It happens later on. It's a minor spoiler, but
Yeah.
it happens later on towards the
it.
end. So that's just to be fair.
Since I haven't watched Deep Space Nine yet, can I just have the point, please? May I have the point, please?
Oh dear. All right. Sorry, I need a moment before I can move on. Even as I got to reading that question out, I'm like, oh, this is a bit of a disadvantage.
Yeah.
So
And yet
also
you
find-
still read the question.
Well, I mean, I couldn't change it on the fly. We also, oh wait, my bit of trivia for this is also probably a bit of a spoiler, so I won't bother reading that out.
Oh, okay.
Instead, I'll just call that the end of the round and turn to the fabulous counsellor Amy Nelson to ask for a score update.
Well, with round 2, Matt, you scored 4 points, and Todd, you scored 3.5 points. Very close
Ah!
round.
Oh,
So our total is Matt with 8 and Todd 5.5. You're coming up.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
there we go. There we
Somebody's
go.
gonna take my podcast from me. Yeah. I can do it without Wikipedia in front of me. Yeah. Yeah.
So you should see how many memory alpha tabs I have open on my laptop on any given day. Okay, so we're going to move straight into round 3.
Mhm.
Now, this is the captain's log round. So I am going to read you a captain's log.
Mhm.
Now, these are going to be across all of Trek.
Okay. Is it still focused on just Picard and Pike, though?
No,
Oh, it could be anybody.
it could be anybody.
Okay.
Could
Okay.
be anybody.
Okay.
So I'm going to leave some small details out, like star dates, because that can give it away.
I never learned how to do that. One day I want to learn how to do the Stardate thing. I've looked up on
I
Google.
actually just did it in a post. As far as I know, I've got it. I think I've got it correct.
We need to discuss because I
Yeah.
would love to learn how to do an actual Stardate. But
Yeah.
yeah.
So each one's going to be worth 2 points. So to get both points, you have to tell me which captain and which episode.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Oof.
No Wikipedia, no Memory Alpha. Here we go.
No.
All right, first captain's log. Captain's log. A small disturbance between the Klingon crew and members of the Enterprise crew has broken out aboard Space Station K7. I am forced to cancel shore leave for both ships.
Todd. Picard.
Incorrect.
Oh, no. Oh, come on.
Matt?
Oh man, it seems really obvious. I'm gonna say it. Captain Kirk. Oh god, there's so many Tribble titled episodes. Gotta make sure it's the right Tribble episode.
You are definitely you're there.
Trouble with Tribbles.
Verified.
Ah.
Well done. Congratulations. That was good.
See, I initially thought Kirk, but I was like, that sounds like they're buddies, which isn't till TNG. Where
Right.
they're, they got the thing going
Yeah.
on.
All right, second captain's log. Captain's log supplementary. The frozen form of Lieutenant Torres has been rushed to sickbay. The question now is the incredible power of the Q being. Do we dare oppose it?
Todd.
Who was it, Amy?
Matt.
Go, Matt. By a hair.
Captain Picard, encounter at Farpoint.
Verified.
That is correct. Well done. Yeah.
Shaky ground doesn't begin to describe it, Amy. All right.
I was listening very intent because that was a very obvious captain's log.
It was.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Yeah.
All right. Captain's log number 3. Captain's log. Our condition has left us vulnerable to spatial anomalies and to any alien species eager for a piece of hardware. We've taken refuge in a Class 9 nebula.
Todd.
Oh.
Yes, Todd?
Archer. It's a season 3.
Incorrect.
Oh, come on now.
It's not Archer, sorry.
Can I hear the log one more time?
Sure. Our condition has left us vulnerable to spatial anomalies and to any alien species eager for a piece of hardware. We've taken refuge in a Class 9 nebula.
Okay. Okay. Captain Janeway.
Correct?
Year of Hell, Part 2.
Verified.
Correct on both points. Congratulations. That was really good.
Todd, I was right there with you. When I was reading it and listening to Davey, I was like, oh yeah, Archer. I was right there with you.
Sounds like, because I'm thinking the Expanse.
Yep.
That's what I was thinking.
Yep. That was a tricky one. That was a good one.
That was tricky. Yeah, for sure.
All right. Fourth captain's log. Captain's log supplemental. After an anomalous energy reading cut our warp short, we got pulled into an extremely odd altercation. I still don't understand why the Klingons would help the Packleds, or why they arbitrarily stopped. Starfleet will sort it out. The bigger news is that Mara and I had some much-needed mother-daughter quality time today. Go, Todd.
I don't know about the episode, but it's definitely Captain Carol Freeman from Lower Decks.
Correct. I don't know why I wrote Mariner in there, Amy, but yes, it's Captain Freeman. It was probably when I had COVID.
Yes.
Verified.
Now,
So you
Todd,
are correct.
did you say the episode title, Todd?
I did not, just because I don't stand a chance. of getting the episode.
I've got to learn. I have to watch them over and over to get the names of the episodes. It's going to be a
Lower
while.
Decks at least gives you the title of the episode whilst you're watching, which I am forever grateful for. So you don't know the episode, Matt?
No, I don't know the episode. I know the.
I want to say season. It's got to be season 2, episode 1.
It is season 2. It is the episode Wej Duj, which is the episode where you see all the other lower deckers from the Klingons and the Vulcans. Fabulous episode.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Alrighty. So the next captain's log.
What does Wej Duj mean?
3 ships.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Wej.
I was about to say, hang on a second.
Todd's just pulled out the Klingon dictionary, everyone.
That's right. Professional podcaster goes for the sight gag on the podcast. That's right.
I've got a version of it here from when I was a kid. This was printed in, who knows. But I even have a little sticker in the front of it. You can't see it, but it says it's an Enterprise sticker that says "From the collection of David Willett." And I had that in all my Star Trek books when I was a kid.
I have that same one, but without the sticky note.
I loved it. But that was a very harmonized
Yes. Together as one.
Listen, actor, comedian, we work very well together.
Yes.
Next, Captain's Log. Captain's Log. Gowron has returned to the Klingon homeworld and his task force is withdrawn from Bajoran space. I don't know if I can fully express the pride I have felt at seeing how well the crew has weathered this latest crisis.
Todd.
Go, Todd.
Picard.
Negative.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. I have. Oh. Okay.
Go.
Matt.
So it's clearly a Deep Space Nine one.
Yes, it is. The Way of the Warrior, Part 2. Wait, how far have you gotten into DS9, Todd?
Here's the thing. My answer is going to make it look even worse.
Okay.
I want to say.
I don't want to get you in trouble. I'm not getting you in trouble.
All right.
No.
Okay, so you got the episode. Did you tell me which captain?
Captain Sisko. Captain Sisko.
Okay, yeah, correct. It was Way of the Warrior. Too funny. I mean, when you said you hadn't finished it, I didn't realize you hadn't finished that much of it. But
it's so good, Todd. It gets so good.
It really does. It really does.
It's a slow burn show that just builds and builds.
Mm-hmm.
I could go on. I'm gonna stop.
And here's one more thing, just icing on the cake. As part of my stand-up act, I have a joke where I do a Ben Sisko impression.
I need to see this later on.
You
have to show me. I'm not going to put you on the spot now, but like,
it's not. Yeah, it's. Listen, I don't want to just overwhelm Treksperts Quiz with all the downloads that they'll be getting from me doing my Ben Sisko impression. But we'll go over it later for sure.
All right, the 6th Captain's Log. Captain's Log. Everyone who should be in the 19th century is safely there, and those that should be in the 24th are here.
Todd?
Yep.
Picard. And it's the one where they find Data's head in a cave.
Oh.
You are right on Picard. Do you know the episode? And you're on the right.
I know you know this.
Here we go. Come on. You can do this, Todd. You got this.
You know this, Todd.
They met Mark Twain and and Jack London and
come on.
Times Arrow.
Oh.
Times.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. Give me a football to spike. Can't nobody shit right now. Sorry.
It's all right. I mean, it's Times Arrow Part 2, but we won't we'll let that slide. Oh, that is too funny. So interestingly, I need to just play around with my screen sharing for a tiny bit. So give me a second.
Oh my.
Okay. So this is going to be an audio question. I am going to play 4 different captains. No, these aren't actually even captain's logs. These are all just personal logs. Now, I have taken a short clip from each one and I've distorted the audio.
Oh.
And
We
you
get
have
it,
to
Davey.
tell me.
You're really good at sound editing.
You have to tell me which characters you hear. Are you ready?
Okay.
Let's go.
Captain's log, stardate 57436.2. The Cerritos is Doc, Douglas.
I should have seen it coming, but I didn't. Not really. Quite. Still, now that I think about it, Hook taking off in the way he did isn't entirely unexpected behavior from someone immersed. This turned out to be the perfect spot to test out our upgrades.
I'm returning from the backleft competition on Fortress 3. The conditions were difficult. Several contestants were made.
Oof, Demaya.
I had a really hard time hearing
Did I
most of
hear?
that. Todd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say the first one was Freeman and the last one was Archer. I could not make out the rest.
Incorrect. I'm sorry. No, was none of them.
On both? Incorrect on both?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna take a crack. I only think that I know one. Matt. Janeway? Was Janeway the first one?
No.
Muffins.
Muffins indeed.
Mm.
So I'll tell you what each one was. The first one was Boimler from the episode Second Contact, his opening log.
Okay.
The second one was Dr. Culper
Ah,
talking about Book when he takes off in Discovery Season 4.
yeah.
The third one was Trip Tucker from the episode Dawn, Season 2, Episode 13. And the final one was Worf from the episode Parallels.
Okay, I couldn't hear Worf at all.
Well, you weren't meant to.
You're right. That is the point.
You know,
Also, I mean,
even seeing the answers, Boimler, because that he mentioned Cerrito, so and then Worf, because I know
it's
parallels,
true.
but those two in the middle, that was really
That's
hard to
tough.
hear. Yeah.
I'm also just gonna
Interesting.
say it now. I have a crush on Boimler. I just I don't know what it is. I have a crush on Boimler. He's just
Is it the
so,
purple hair?
Maybe it's the
Do you wanna
purple hair.
Do you want to tussle his hair a little bit?
I do, and other things as well. I'll but like,
We didn't
Is
say
it
the
because
hair
he
on his
fits?
head. Hey-o.
but
Is it because that he likes to order a beer hot? I mean, cold. Definitely cold.
it would grow on me. It would grow on me after a while. Yeah.
Analyze the coolest people in history and make me an outfit. Boys, size. All right, we've got 2 more captain's logs here. So let's do the second last one. Captain's log. We have departed Vulcan for the neutral planetoid codenamed Babel. Since it is in our sector, the Enterprise has been assigned to transport ambassadors of Federation planets to the vitally important Council. The issue of the Council are politically complex, the passengers, explosive.
Matt?
Todd.
Go, Matt.
Captain Kirk.
Correct.
Journey to Babel.
Verified.
Yes, you are on fire in this round. Well done. No, nothing. I thought Todd had something to say.
Listen, okay. All right. No, it's fine. It's fine. All of this is fine. That's all. Yeah, I'm on one nacelle. Okay.
Not one nacelle.
All right, final one before the warp speed round. Personal log.
Where I lose even faster. All right.
No.
All right. Here we go.
All right, you ready? Personal log. Still no word from Commander Burnham, but I know she won't give up until she finds her brother Spock. As much as it pains me to think the worst of any Starfleet division, I hope she locates him before Section 31 does.
Todd.
Go, Todd.
It's got to be Saru.
Negative.
It is not Saru.
I know the captain. I just don't know the name of the episode.
Just take the point, Matt.
So which captain is it?
I know
before you do it, say, "Oh, it seems obvious." Say that. Do that again.
No,
Do that. That's fine. That's good. That's good.
I love you, Todd. No.
No, I know it would be Captain Pike at this point, right? Because
it is Pike.
It would be Pike. That's all that I know. I don't know the episode name.
Well, it seems obvious.
Yes. And it probably doesn't seem obvious because remembering Discovery episodes is a very hard thing to do. The name of the episode is If Memory Serves, and it's from Discovery Season 2, which was Pike's season. So
I feel like half. You need to be able to speak Latin to get half of them.
Yeah, I know. That was an interesting round, by the way.
Yeah. And good word choice. Interesting. Yeah, it's interesting how bad Todd sucks at this. Yeah. No,
you're not doing too bad, mate. You're not doing too bad.
It's interesting that Matt's shoulders are just so sexy and buttery. It's interesting. Yeah. No. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's fine.
I bet you say that to all the girls.
Yeah. Your shoulders are so smooth and buttery.
Look at him.
I'm going to use that next time. I'm just going to say that to somebody. Hey, your shoulders, they're very sexy and buttery. Don't know if anyone's told you.
I can't believe.
All right, I'll do a hand check on myself. Okay, hand check on myself. That's fine. All this is fine.
Amy, I think.
Yes. Now, Todd, don't beat yourself up too much. You got 3 points. I mean, 3. Come on now.
Yeah. Total. Wonderful.
3 points this round. Now, Matt, double digits, 11 points this round. Hello.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. Thank you, Amy. I appreciate that. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Your total so far after 3 rounds, Todd, you are at 8.5, and Matt, you are at 19.
Half is good.
Well
Wonderful.
done.
Wonderful. Yep, that's fine. That's fine. I'm good. That's fine. I have a show. You guys don't have to come on it ever. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that.
Todd, hold on. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Let me just make an appointment with my therapist for tomorrow. So that I can deal with this. Okay. All right, we're all set. Ready to go.
Yeah. Might want to just keep that in pencil. This is the warp speed round. There are 20 points up for grabs. You can make up the ground, my friend. Yes. It is there. It is yours for the taking.
Listen, it's
also Matt's to lose at this point, but
yeah, listen, I can make up the ground and Matt can make me cry. So I feel like it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, guys. Let's go. All right.
Let's do this. Let's do this. All right. So 20 questions coming at you very quickly. There'll be no time to mull over the answer. If you can't answer, I will move on to the next question. We are moving back to a Pike and Picard focus for the final. Okay. All right. Are we ready?
Yes.
Hands on your theoretical and imaginary buzzers. Question 1. Pike's name is used in TNG episode The Most Toys. For what reason?
Ooh. Mm.
Todd, it's a award.
Negative.
Incorrect. Matt?
Oof. Oh God. I don't. I know the episode. I don't know what if Pike's would be. It could be his chair.
Unable to comply.
I don't think they would take his chair.
No, it is the name of a shuttle pod. The shuttle pod that Data is flying in. Shuttle pod Pike. Question.
Oh.
Picard has a brain abnormality that would see him develop what syndrome?
Matt,
Yeah.
Urmodic syndrome?
Verified.
Correct. Question 3. Pike has a vision of his death aboard what class of starship?
Oh.
Todd, Constellation?
Negative.
Correct.
Matt, is it the...
Yep.
Ugh. So, God, okay, because
It's a speed round, Matt.
I know. Sorry, crossfield.
Unable to comply.
No, it was a Class J training vessel.
Oh, I'm thinking of something different, but sorry.
Next question. How many children did Picard have in his Nexus Christmas fantasy?
Todd,
Yep.
5.
Incorrect.
Matt, 3?
Verified.
Correct. Who is in command of the fleet that Pike and the Discovery crew face off against at the end of Discovery Season 2?
Oh. Matt.
Unable to comply.
Go, Matt. I'll give you a chance. Go.
Is it Admiral Cornwell?
Incorrect.
Incorrect. It was Leland / Control.
Oh, the other I'm thinking, well, that wasn't really, it was just 2 ships on.
Right.
Yep.
All right. Question 6. What role was Picard given by the Klingons following the death of Kim Peck in 2367?
Todd, Chadich.
Incorrect.
Oh,
Oh, balls. Matt, is it
That's a new
emissary?
one.
you mean muffins?
I was
Incorrect.
going to say, you mean muffins. Arbiter of Succession.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Question 7. Pike agrees to return to the Enterprise in order to rescue whom? When at the beginning of Strange New Worlds, he agrees to return.
Todd,
Go, Todd.
Unachin Riley.
Verified.
Correct. Number
Yeah.
1. What is the name of Picard's pitbull?
Oh, Matt.
Todd.
Number
Oh,
1.
who was it?
Matt.
Oh,
Number 1.
Verified.
Correct. Question 9. In the finale of Strange New Worlds Season 1, Pike is placed into the middle of events of what classic episode?
Matt,
Go, Matt.
Balance of Terror.
Verified.
That is correct. In what TNG episode do we see Captain Picard Day?
Matt,
Yep.
Disaster?
Incorrect.
No, Todd, do you know it?
Todd. Picard's Day? Captain's Day.
Incorrect.
It was Pegasus. The episode Pegasus.
Oh, I know what I was thinking, but yes.
It seems obvious, doesn't it, Matt? Yeah. No, that's fine. It's interesting. Yeah.
Question 11. Who talked Pike into joining Starfleet?
Oh, Matt. Admiral
Yep.
Marcus.
Verified.
Very well done. Very well done. Star Trek Picard was originally going to be called Star Trek what?
I never heard
Todd.
this.
Star Trek AARP retirement?
Negative.
No.
What was it? What was it going to be?
It had the codename Star Trek Destiny.
Oh.
Allegedly, the title Picard came about during a discussion with Sonequa Martin Green. She had a big part of it where she referred to it as the Picard Show, and that kind of led to it getting the title Star Trek Picard instead of Star Trek Destiny.
That's a better, Destiny. I think Nemesis was going to be called Star Trek Destiny's Child. That's no joke. That's no
Star Trek
joke.
Destiny's Child.
I think they were going to call Star Trek Nemesis Destiny's Child. That is no joke. Look it up. I swear to God, I remember reading this, and I was in the 10th grade when I read that, and I was like, no, that will confuse a lot of people.
I recall that.
Remember that, Todd?
I think some of the executives at Paramount basically decided collectively that they weren't ready for that jelly. So yeah.
Right. Only Beyonce and Kelly and Michelle could be ready for that jelly.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Pike had what ailment / difficulty as a child?
Oh my goodness.
Todd?
Yeah.
Stutter?
Incorrect.
No. Oh my goodness. I don't know.
Unable to comply.
What was it?
He had childhood asthma.
Really?
Yeah, referenced when he joins during Discovery when Tilly accidentally puts his records up on the screen, and he's like, "There's my diagnosis of childhood asthma."
Oh, that's when I fell in love.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not the asthma, but just.
I was gonna say, Matt, that is a unique kink, sir.
I
know. I should know my man's.
You have a hard time breathing.
If I'm talking to someone on Tinder, I'm like, "Tell me about your breathing difficulties." It turns me on.
Do you have asthma?
I tell you, I had childhood asthma, and I tell you, there's nothing sexy about it.
Breathe really heavy, really raspy. Oh yeah.
Question 14. Oh my god. I can't stop.
This is really Trekspert After Dark.
It really is.
Hands up.
You put an age limit. Still dry.
Somebody's a childhood smoker. Oh yeah.
Turn into ASMR. Oh, editing. Thank God I've got 2 weeks to edit this.
Let's you and me go run a mile. Yeah.
Moving on. Question 14. Patrick Stewart asked Whoopi Goldberg to be in season 2 of Picard during an appearance on which talk show?
Oh, Matt.
Todd.
I heard Matt. Did you hear Matt, Amy? Yep.
The View.
Verified.
Correct. Well done. Next question. How many times did Pike flash for yes and for no? I wanted you to match them up.
Todd.
Go, Todd.
1 for yes, 2 for no.
Verified.
Well done. Question 16.
2 by my count. Wait. Am I now in double digits in terms of total points? I think I'm at 10.5.
Okay, now listen. Are you trying to do my job? Are you trying to get me fired? Now, because we're not at that time. You don't get a sneak peek into the scores.
Listen, Listen, you're a math teacher. I figured that'd be so easy for you, Amy.
I think we just heard the teacher in Amy come out just then, by the way.
yes.
She's like, right, you sit down, shut up.
As a teacher, I know there are some stupid questions.
I have to confess.
No, that's fine. Listen, it's grades 1 through 10 just came rushing back when you said that. Like,
Amy,
listen,
you might
Mr.
like
Davis,
me less.
there are such things as dumb questions. They usually come from you.
You might like me less, Amy, but I did cheat on my math final in high school.
Oh dear.
I did.
Oh.
I was going to be an actor.
Do you want me to edit that part out?
He was in the gym working on his buttery shoulders. Just
Yes.
Lathery. I'm like, I need them to be buttery and lathery.
What exercise or Aesop product gets that level of butteriness is what I want to know. But
Cocoa butter.
Mm.
Cocoa butter is very good.
Noted. All right, I've forgotten what question we're up to. All right, question 16. Who does Picard become romantically involved with in the episode Lessons?
Oh, God, I don't remember her name.
Amy said it earlier in the episode.
You did?
Yeah, she did.
Oh, Matt. No. It's not Meredith, is it?
Incorrect.
I wish it was, because Picard just, say, oh, Meredith, you're serious. Your buttery shoulders and your childhood asthma.
You do a very good Picard, Davey.
It is. It's good. It is very good, Davey.
That's a solid Picard. Yeah, absolutely. Todd, I'll say Vash because I remember.
Incorrect.
Of course.
It was Neela Darren.
Nella
Right.
Darren. Yes.
Nella Darren. Nella Darren.
Get it right, Davey.
All right, question 17. Who played the role of Vina in Discovery?
Oh, gosh. I don't know the name of the actress.
Unable to comply.
I can tell you who did it in the cage.
I bet you could.
Yeah.
Her name was Melissa George. I know it because she's an Australian soap actress.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now that you say that, it seems obvious.
She was on a show called Home and Away, which was like, it's this heavily serialized soap that's on every afternoon. It's been running for decades. But she has actually, it was a long time, and she actually has been quite heavily featured in. She was in Alias, I think, for quite some time. But,
Oh, good for her.
Okay.
yeah.
Nice.
All right. Question 18. Who recently played Picard's father?
Oh, man. Shame on me, and I know.
Oh.
God, why don't we know this?
I can tell you everything about his
I
career
know.
except his name.
What's wrong with us, Todd?
Oh, man.
Unable to comply.
James Callis. James Callis of the Battlestar Galactica fame.
Yes, DSG.
Of course.
All right. Second last question. In an alternate timeline, we learned that Kirk would have taken command of which ship if Pike had cheated fate?
Oh, Matt.
Okay.
The Farragut.
Verified.
Verified indeed. Now, I've got a fun little game for our final question.
Okay.
So when I pause, I'm going to, one at a time, I'm going to ask you one at a time to finish the line. And then, Amy, you're going to tell me who did it best. We ready?
Oh.
I will not sacrifice the Enterprise. We've made too many compromises already, too many retreats. They invade our space, and we fall back. They assimilate entire worlds and we fall back. Not again. The line must be...
Go. Todd.
The line must be drawn here. This far, no farther.
Good. Matt, do you want to have a crack at it?
Yes. Am I doing the whole thing?
No,
to the end?
just that bit.
Okay.
Bit.
The line must be drawn here. This far and no farther.
And I will make them pay for what they have done.
It's that Shakespearean training. The here and the I.
Shall you blow up the damn ship? Sorry.
No! Shakespeare. The elongated no. You see that classical training come out.
Oh dear. Okay, Amy, who did it best?
Davey. First of all, wow, Matt, Todd, seriously, you had me. That was good. I'm going based off of the feeling, just pure gut that I could feel it inside me. Like they both were just so good, but I'm going with Todd. You brought me in. You brought me in, man.
I'd like to thank the Academy. They are really heavy. It's very, very heavy. I'd like to thank the producers, my mom, my dad. Oh gosh, there's so many people, and now I can't think of any of them. Everyone who heard it, who listened, thank you so much. I'm going to In-N-Out Burger. Thank you.
Congratulations. It was pretty good. I loved it. So that brings us to the end of the game. Whoa. I need a drink. Wow. It's after midday here now, so I can definitely get one.
Is that a rule in Australia? I figured you guys just kind of, all over.
We're just rolling around drunk all the time.
Yeah.
Depends what suburb you live in.
That's what's been portrayed in the media. Let's go ahead and set the record straight here and now, Davey. How's it go? How's it roll? Listen, it's because I can't see the can of Foster's on your desk, but I assume that there's some in the house. I'm kidding.
I know, because I would struggle to tell you somewhere that sells that shit.
I was gonna say, no self-respecting Australian drinks Foster's.
I don't think I've seen Foster's since I was a kid. I can remember my dad sometimes drinking it as a kid, but it's no. But look, our reputation to be able to drink is very well earned. I will definitely tell you that. Amy?
Yes. Well,
let's get those final results.
Yes, the lightning round, Todd, you did get the 3 points, especially the 1 point for, finishing the line. And Matt, you got 7 points that round. Well done. So our total scores, Todd with a total of 11.5 points. And
double digits, people!
Matt with 26 points.
Woo! Bajoran clap! Oh, yeah.
Nicely done. If I'm going to lose to anybody, I'm glad it's somebody with just the shoulders. I just grab.
Oh, you sweet talker! Stop.
If you try to grab them, your hands are just going to slip off that butter. So. Matt, how does it feel? You are this week's Trekspert.
I honestly wasn't expecting to be this week's Trekspert.
Although now it seems obvious.
Congratulations. That was a battle well fought and a victory well won. Congratulations.
I had fun. I had absolute fun.
And Todd, any last words? Your concession speech.
Oh man. Oh dear. Okay.
Might not be today. It might not be tomorrow, next week, a month from now, but soon I will have my vengeance on all of you.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Well, if we
Where's that
have the
from?
best of the loser rounds, then Todd, you and I might be competing against one another because, yeah, I'm right with you.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
This is like RuPaul's All Stars. That's what I'm hearing right now. Like,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But the people who
All-Stars.
aren't good at it,
Yeah.
it's kind of like, oh, hey, let's get this drunk comedian and a math teacher.
Amy and
I
Todd.
hope
It's a redemption.
Yeah. Yes. Oh,
And Matt,
bring
you
back
be
Matt.
scorekeeper.
I was
And
gonna
I'll be
say yes.
Remember,
Matt as a
I was
scorekeeper.
really bad at math. Really bad.
Well, as we've seen here today, it doesn't disqualify you.
Wow.
Well, that has got to be an episode that I have never not quite laughed so much. So before we wrap up for today, let's do a quick round the grounds. Amy, tell us, where can our listeners find you?
Well, you can find me here on the network, co-hosting Galaxy Class, which is about Next Generation, Union Federation, which is about the Orville and the new Star Trek, and All Good Things, which just sort of covers all of Star Trek.
I was gonna say,
Awesome.
it covers a lot of Deep Space Nine. Maybe I'll listen to that and catch up.
Todd, it's so good, Todd. You're going to love it. You're going to love it.
Todd, how about where can our listeners find you?
Yes, you can find my show, Computer Resume Podcast, available everywhere you can download podcasts. We are covering the entire Star Trek chronology. We've just finished Enterprise. We've done a couple of bonus episodes, and we are now moving on to Discovery. We've got a couple of fun guests lined up, some folks that most Trekkers may recognize. And some other fun things coming up as well. You can also find me on Cinema Shock. That is the podcast covering the stories behind your favorite cult and genre films. That is available also wherever you get your podcasts and on cinemashock.net. And if you like actual play podcasts like Dungeons and Dragons and StarCraft, you can find me occasionally at Cosmic Crit playing big dumb Andorian security chief as we work our way through Star Trek Adventures, the tabletop role-playing game. It's a lot of fun. So, and then you can find me personally at Mr. Todd A. Davis on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, and D&D Beyond.
Amazing. I definitely have to look that last one up, but I will say Computer Resume became one of my new favorites very, very quickly when I found you online. It is such a good show to listen to, and you and your guests always have so much fun. So listeners, go and hit up. Literally anything that Todd touches is gold. So do go ahead and have a look.
Very kind of you to say. Thank you very, very much.
And Matt, where can everyone find you?
You can find me at 1701 BLERD. That's my Instagram handle for my show, 1701 A Blurred Story. Please follow, like, subscribe. The link to episodes 1 and 2 are in my bio. Episode 3 will be coming out soon. I'm going to film it next year. You can find me personally at MLJENN on Instagram as well. So stop by, say hi, slide in the DMs and say hi.
Please do. And like I said at the beginning of the show, if you haven't seen 1701 Blurred, and am I saying that correct? Blurred? Is that how we're sort of supposed to say it?
Blurred. So Blurred, it's a black nerd. split.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah, I did not
Excellent.
make that up. That term's been around for a while, but I just thought
right.
it was just appropriate for the show. 1701, obviously, for the Star Trek element of it, Blurred for the black nerd element of it. But yeah.
Yes, and as I said at the top of the show, it is ridiculously charming. So please go and
Thank
check
you.
that out.
Thank you.
Now, listeners, if you were at home today listening along and you thought those answers were obvious, then you need to maybe put your Latinum where your mouth is. You can register to be a contestant on Treksperts. You can both follow and contact the show through Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter by searching for Treksperts Quiz. You can also head on over to our website, trekspertsquiz.com, where you can listen to the most recent episode and register your interest in being on the show. Don't forget to check out the other amazing shows on the BQN, such as All Good Things, Galaxy Class, History with the Zalagis, Infinite Diversity, Mickey's Marvels, Sasquatch, and What's the T-Bev. You can find any or all of these by searching for the BQN Master Feed wherever you get your podcast from. And with Treksperts Quiz joining the BQN, you can now support me and all the other fabulous shows on the network by becoming a patron of the network by visiting patreon.com/BQN. For as little as $2 a month, you can enjoy exclusive network content across all our shows, which, if you ask me, pretty good value. Plus, you get the joy of knowing that you are helping to keep our shows coming to you week after week. Finally, you can also join the BQN Collective on Facebook, which is full of BQN hosts and listeners having conversations and sharing fun content related to our programs, fast becoming one of my favorite hangouts online. So that is it for now. But until then, no matter what you do and no matter what you go, make sure you go boldly. Peace out, live long and prosper.